Good morning, good afternoon or good evening as the case may be. My name's Owen, I'm a certified personal trainer, and what I want to talk about today is the lower arm and how to develop it. There are certain exercises that we need to incorporate in our lower arm exercising. We need to talk about the wrist joint and the elbow joint because they have various functions, and what I'll do is basically show you the exercises and explain what I'm doing with the exercises. But first of all, we need to look at what is happening at the wrist joint. So if I have my palm down and I just close my fist there and bend my wrist, we're using the extensor muscles of the forearm. And if I turn it around the other way and do it like that and go bend my arm that way, we're using the flexor muscles in the lower arm. So we need to consider things like this. If I just take a seat here and I have my palm to me and we use the thumb and bring it like so, this is called abduction of the wrist. Now if I take my little finger and go that way, that's called adduction. So the choice of exercise is quite hard with modern equipment to work the abduction and the adduction. But if I also take my hand like so and put it in a palms up position, which would be a spinated position, there's also rotation. And when we rotate our hand, we go in a pronated position. Again, the rotation part of it, which is if we go from a palms up to a palms down, that's inward rotation. And if we go from a palms down to a palms up, that's outward rotation. I've got a couple of pieces of equipment here. They are old school pieces of equipment, and I'll bring them up to the camera and I'll just show you what they are. The first piece, which is I've just made up out of an old set of dumbbells. The handle here, all you do is you turn it and you can bring it back to the middle. But I've chose to have it here. And then I've put the weight on this end, because then if you've only got a small amount of weight, the exercise is more difficult. The next piece of equipment that we use, again, is another old school thing that we don't see around no more. It's quite easy to make as well. Again, it's a dumbbell with just the weight put in the middle. The sleeves are here, but these are fat grip sleeves, old fashioned sleeves, and they've just got the collars there. So what we'll do the exercises and I'll show you how to do them. What we'll cover first is the hammer bells, and all we need to do, our palms need to be facing to our legs. So, and we're going to do adduction first. So here we go, we're in that position, and all we're going to do, lift the weight up. And that's working the adductors. Now, if we want to work the abductors, we do it like so. And the good thing about these is when we're working the adductors and abductors, they work with the extensor muscles of the forearm. So now we're going to go into the bent arm position, So we drop them in the middle and we go outward rotation. And then we can go inward rotation. The other piece of equipment is called a swing bell. And what we can do there is support it on our legs with a palms down grip. And with this exercise, what I like to do is team it up with an actual exercise that works the bicep and the brachialis muscle, because you've got the brachialis radius that is involved here as well. So I want to attack this in an intense manner. So we'll do a palms down grip, and we'll just do it for 5 reps. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then what we can do is just take our legs apart and make it like a concentration curl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that works the extensor muscles. We can do that with a barbell, but I prefer the swing bell because of the fat grips. I think they actually do fat grips now that you can put on anything. So, but they are expensive as well. You can also work the flexion position of the wrist here as well with the swing bell. And again, we can turn that into a concentration curl to attack the elbow as well. So we just do that. I'll show you that. So we're going palms up this time. We're supporting it on our knees, or our legs I should say. And then all we're doing, we're just doing a wrist curl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then turn it back into that concentration curl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I was only doing X amount of reps there, but if we put those exercises together, 3 sets of 15 of each exercise, we've had a really good forearm workout or a lower arm workout, but we've also hit the bicep and the brachialis muscle, which will help you in your arm development. The reason why I put concentration curls in there is because they're actually a light exercise, but the weight that you're using for the lower arm is sufficient to do the job for the biceps and the brachialis. So, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I have got some good criticism off of certain people, and I'll work off constructive criticism. That's what I like. So if you've got any more criticism, I don't mind it. Positive criticism is really good. So, I'll bid you good night and God bless. Take care now, and I'll see you in my next video.